Already 2 dot balls from him there. Yesterday, Eunice had a very magical over where he picked 2 wickets for no run. Can he do it today? As it goes, that's for the dot ball. It is over.
So will be another of that under 19 contingent that was at the World Cup. All these teams here, Marvin, are trying to force the issue. What is in it for them? What is in it for the winner of this particular game?
For this particular game, you'll have to play the third playoff, where he will have a chance to play the finals. So the winner here will be able to play in the third playoff that we can call a semi-final. They will have a chance to play in the afternoon later today. Looking good there.
Solids won't work it. It's a 10-over game. You need to find the runs. Fielders are some of these things that the young players need to learn. Drop the ball, use soft, pick up a single. That way you get your blood running and flowing. The more dots you accumulate, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. In the end, you can play a false shot.
What a ball! What a ball! Batsman totally beaten there.
Eunice has beaten that outside edge 4 out of 6 balls in that particular over. No runs again on the board.
Akasumagizi looking for their first win of the tournament. They looked so good on paper, but what they delivered yesterday wasn't up to standard.
Yeah, a long way to the final for either of the sides, but there's still a chance. Nandibanga, in that game against Oli, they will take a long break before they get to take part in the final. They can relax, put their feet up, or even pass by the beach as they wait for whoever they will be meeting in the final. Changing the umpiring as well, Ivan Sajabi now joined by Matthias Kamukama. Everyone's favorite, including Marvin. Ensega. But things are not going their way. They have not been able to fly here in Entebbe. Kaloli, the dominant bird for now.
Wicket time here for
very, very suspect from the batter. Ultimately, the bowler prevails, getting his man. Twice he had been struck on the pad. The second time convinces the umpire Ivan Sajabi to raise his hand. Hey, look at that again. This time very, very plump in front. An easy decision there for Ivan Sajabi. Batsman caught in 2 minds, very unsure, not sure whether to go in front or back. In the end, does neither of them, and Scott in no man's land. First wicket down, they have no run yet.
believe he didn't move the feet well. If he had stepped in front, he would have blocked that ball or driven it onto mid-off. Here comes the new batsman. Amidala Shafiq picks up from where he left off yesterday. Was picking quite a number of wickets yesterday, and unfortunately the team didn't win any game. He comes back here into attack. Another catch taken there. Namidala. Here is
yeah, very good catch. Namidala now on a hat-trick as well. We've already seen a hat-trick in the morning game. Is there an opportunity for another hat-trick? That will be the third in this Central edition. Batsman backing away, doesn't make enough connection. The ball goes straight. That's the captain by the walking
Munigwa
off. Munigwa Ahmed.
Well, yesterday he really struck the ball for a team. And he put on quick 25 runs.
Not a very good shot there from the captain, Marvin, I must say.
It wasn't his day.
But the ball was there right in the slot for him to hit. He would have just kept his head down, hit it through the covers on the ground. 2 wickets down in Ensega, but they have no run on board. Akasumagizi. Akasumagizi sounds like make him sleep. I don't know if they're trying to make them sleep.
Yesterday they tried making, I think they were playing the same team yesterday, and they were strangling it with both hands, picking the 2 wickets in the first over, picking another wicket in the second over. It reached a time when Ensega were 5 wickets down for 30 runs, and they ended up making a score of 70 runs. So they quite relaxed, and I believe in their pep talk with their coach, Barak, told them not to undermine any team. If you're killing someone, do it. Batsman working on is Aroma Victor. He was once a player of Soccer College Mwiri. Right now he's playing for St. John's Senior Secondary School. He's a good seam of the ball and an explosive batsman here.
Hat-trick opportunity here for Nandala. I want him to get one. Oh, just stays low, but seems like Victor had a hole in his bat. The ball completely going through there. It's like it kept low, wasn't in the wickets. Missed opportunity there for Nandala, but he's done well. 2 wickets. Ensega yet to score any runs, but they've lost 2 wickets. Conrad Wama so far stranded at the 9 strikers.
Victor Aroma's backswing was a bit lazy, as you could see him trying to shuffle the hands, not to be lazy.
Some very good bowling skills there from these young players. You can see them trying to really move the ball off the wicket.
Plays for Mukono Parents Senior Secondary School. He's in Form 3 right now. Namidala Shafiq will be a player to watch out in the boys cricket week. Another dot ball there from him, ending the over.
Not just a dot ball, but a very good over there from Namidala Shafiq. Picked up 2 wickets. Mukono Parents should be very, very proud. And I think he's bowling against people he will be playing against in the school's cricket week. So by the time that tournament comes around, I think these kids will have a good idea about who the competition is. It's very, very good to see.
So they were hyped up for the tournament, for the cricket week tournament, as they have seen most of the players here that have bowled. They have seen their strengths and weaknesses. So they will go back to school and try to work upon the areas they need to improve. Wama Conrad here playing solid. He's played 6 balls. Hasn't scored any run.
Wama Conrad, one of the prospects for the under 19s. These events here are trying to make sure these under 19s get as much competition as possible ahead of their qualifiers later this year in July. Whereas there are no balls, so the celebrations will be cut short. Again, Conrad just throwing his bat around. No conviction in the shot. Doesn't make good connection.
I believe if he went straight, kept his shape, would have hit that ball just up to the screen there. But he lost his shape, and that was a result. Ensega still struggling to get the board running here. As the replace goes there, that was a free hit, and Conrad tried to go big. And off the mark he goes there, Conrad. 2 runs off 8 balls. Pushing the score to 3 for 2 after 2.2 overs. Ayebade Keith, a player from Ndeje Senior Secondary School. Dennis, actually, Ndeje has the highest number of players in this tournament. There are around 14 players from Ndeje Senior Secondary School. That's really quite impressive.
Yeah, that's very, very good to see. Ndeje, powerhouse of cricket back in the day. I think they're just trying to make their way back. But, I mean, if their young players have opportunities to play in such competitions, it's very easy for them to get closer to other schools, especially GNGSS, Mukono Parents, Musoga College, Mweri. Some big, big players. The current chairman of Uganda Cricket, Mr. Michael Nwagaba, was in Ndeje. Other notable players, Alan Semakula, David Mwesugwa, all from Ndeje.
Told even the team manager, national team.
The captain of the national team as well, Brian Masaba. Chance for a catch there. Just trickles over the boundary. Poorly judged there by the fielder. I think he didn't think the ball was going to get to him that quickly. And when it did fly over his head, it raced quickly to the boundary.
Pushing the score to 8 runs for 2 after 2.4 overs. Another chance here, dropped.
Conrad giving catching practice. There's a change in the field there. They remove the fielder in that position. Chiza Gabriel moves into there to try and maybe trap Conrad.
Most of the times when you try to hide away from the ball, it will still look for you.
Yeah, there's a way Kamaka works itself out. Every other time you try and run away from the ball, it's the one that will keep looking after you.
As it stands, the score is 9 after 2.5 overs for a loss of 2 wickets. Oh, that goes for 4 runs. We had just mentioned here, camera. Change the fielding position. Still the ball. Looked for where he
you
was.
must be having a secret that we don't know about, or skill. You just mentioned that the ball will keep looking for that particular fielder, and right on cue the next ball goes in its direction.
They're pushing the score to 13 runs after 3 overs for a loss of 2 wickets.
That was the first chance that was put down.
The skip of the side, Christopher Chidega, one of the bowlers on the 19th side of Uganda, comes into the attack. Plays for Avengers Cricket Club. He's really impressive with the figures there. You can see the senior players of the side, Eunice Obi and Christopher Chidega, having a dialogue.
Half tracker to start off things there from Kidega. Kidega again, another from that under 19 contingent that was at the World Cup last year. Has a very nice smooth run up. The runs not coming very well for Ensega. They have just 14 runs and have lost 2 wickets after 3 overs. They need to find some aggression in Sega.
Well, I believe for the bowling change that came through from the skipper and the coach of the side, has Namidala made a very big mistake when it bowled its top bowlers at once, and they didn't have anyone to come and complete the overs at the end. As it stands, the score is at 15 for a loss of 2 wickets. The call is wide. The umpire, Sajabia Ivan.
Do you think the captain should have given Namidala another over? He had bowled well the first one. Or are they trying to save him for later on?
Yes, they are. He's a really good young man, bowling into right areas. So I believe he will be very effective around the 8th and 9th over there.
I thought Akasumagizi should have kept the squeeze on, try and get as more wickets as possible, make more inroads into that batting lineup for Ensega. Then you won't even need Namidala to bowl at the end. Because if they keep knocking it around, you allow them to score runs, they get into the game. Conrad is not a very bad player. Oof.
Very good delivery from Christopher Shidega. That comes the end of over number 4. The score is 18. A loss of 2 wickets.
Those were the chances put down the field. One over his head. And then how we just walked past the second one. The ball hit him rather than him hitting the ball. And then the ball just kept following him around in that particular over. Ooh, this time.
Sometimes they look down on short men. But I believe if it was short, would have saved that.
That's when our height saves us in some of these occasions. 4 overs gone, just 18 runs on board for Ensega. And they've lost 2 wickets.
The new bowler coming on is Jaffa Ochaya. Very exciting spinner. He won Best Bowler Division 2 last season.
Yeah, Ochaya, a very, very good player. Unfortunate to miss out on a World Cup opportunity, I thought. But I think there was a lot of competition in that particular position in which he plays. This time he's still part of the under 19 setup. And I think he will get an opportunity for him to represent not just a good bowler, but he's also a very good batsman. Victor, nowhere near the ball, goes back on a full delivery. Just go through to the keeper.
Very good shot from Conrad Ruama. The call is 2, so it is pushing the score to 21 after 4.2 overs, a loss of 2 wickets.
Yeah, very good over there from Ochaya to start off things. 22 after 5 for 2 in Sega. Batball Central Region Edition. Partners for this one, Rocky Telecom, Live Work Rock. You can comfortably follow the cricket on batball.tv if you've loaded some bundles from Rocky Telecom. 1K is enough to get you through the day, for the whole day, if you can find a rocky spot. And very, very easy to top up. You can use your mobile money to make sure that you juice up your data and be able to follow the cricket. The Central Region Open here from the Lakeside Oval in Entebbe. A beautiful place to play cricket. If you have time in the afternoon, we'll have the finals. One of those two teams is trying to make sure that they sneak into the final. Kaloli have put their feet up. They're already waiting for whoever can be able to join them. Nadibanga have an opportunity to redeem themselves. They'll be waiting for the win of this particular clash to get themselves into the final. Namindala is back into the attack. Interesting bowling changes here by the captain, Kidega. He bowled one over, took himself out of the attack, and then he has brought back Namidala Shafiq, who picked up 2 wickets. I don't know if he's trying to confuse the batsmen.
Yeah, he's trying to make the batsmen not to settle in, changing bowlers here and there.
But if Namidala bowls this one, means he will be out of the attack. When they have the same problem they had, where they ran out of options at the back end.
Oh, by the looks of it, they have Sohovi Yunis having 1 over left, and Christopher Chidega.
That's what I was telling you, Marvin, that when you spread the field, you allow the batters to easily pick up 1s and 2s. But when you keep a very tight field, they've already lost 2 wickets. They don't have so many runs on board. So you force them to do something. And when you do that, you can easily pick up wickets. But now they're knocking it about, picking up the easy 1s and 2s. Maybe they'll put the odd ball away for a boundary. Now it looks very easy.
They're picking the singles
exactly.
Easily, and
initially, remember, Conrad was even struggling to get the ball off the circle. Gave away a couple of chances in the inner ring. Now he looks very, very comfortable because there's too many gaps for him to hit the ball. So most times it's not necessary to play cramped cricket. Keep it very, very tight.
Let the batsman think out of the box.
Exactly. Good shot there from Conrad again. They will get a single. Too easy out there in the middle now. Too easy. Ensega has made it very, very easy for Akasumagizi to try and get back into the game. Marvin, you mentioned it. When you're trying to kill by strangling, do not remove one hand and look for a knife. So now it looks very, very easy for Ensega. They can easily get themselves 40 in the morning. Was not very easy to chase down by Kaloli. They were fortunate to have a nurse in their lineup. So if you get around 40 runs, you can start boxing with that.
Well, I believe yesterday, Akasumagizi, they put on really some good scores, 60 above. So I think they believe they can chase down any score less than 50. They're looking for their first win, so they have to give their best if they really want to play a final today.
Kiza Gabriel into the attack. A ball staying very low. It's just the second game of the day. We have 2 more games. I don't know if teams are watching. Conrad has been there long enough. He's batted for at least 6 overs. I think he needs to start to play some shots out of anger. Try and start moving this run rate up. He's too cautious. Use your feet. Hit the ball over the guy there standing at short mid-wicket. 2 dot balls. We've seen what the players are doing. Dot balls and then they go try and go for a big shot.
Comes the end of over number 7, and the score is 30 for a loss of 2 wickets just after 7 overs. Jaffa Ochaya comes back. Conrad Luam on strike, and Victor Aroma has 10 runs off 16 balls. Luama Conrad has 16 of 24. I believe it's time we see some boundaries here, some sixes.
They are getting close to Mayaka target. 40, just 40 runs is enough.
A chance here.
Ask and you shall receive. Marvin Conrad going for a big shot, but a chance put down there by the captain Kidega at the boundary. Looked like a simple catch. In the context of the match, you would think maybe he saved the 6. He saved 5 extra runs, but there was an opportunity to take out a regulation chance.
He was too casual as was going in for the catch.
Victor doing what he knows best, an anchoring role. Trying to go big again. Conrad gets an outside edge.
Quick feed from Victor Aroma here, pushing the score to 32 after 7.2 overs for a loss of 2 wickets.
Very well played and good running between the wickets. Pick up 2 runs. I think Ensega made a really technical error of taking the pressure off. Akasumagizi made an error of taking the pressure off Ensega. They have 36 for 2, but they didn't have any runs in the first 2 overs, and they had already lost 2 wickets. Jaffa into his second and final over. That mistake in the first 2 overs, they had 0 runs.
Beautiful shot there. Going for 2. Pushing the score to 38 after 8 overs. A loss of 2 wickets. It is here 40. Run mark is almost just less by 2 runs. And with 12 balls remaining, I believe
46 challenged Kaloli in the morning, and if it wasn't for Anasbeg who scored 26 of that 40, there were going to be problems. So, anyway, around 40 is not a bad total. I think for Akasumagizi now, Eunice will bowl the penalty over of the game, and then the captain Kidega will come to bowl the final one.
Yesterday the captain came and bowled the last over, trying to defend 12 runs. And the game was gone. Just 2 missed hits, 1 missed field, and a couple of wides, and he gave away that game. So Obi comes back into the attack. A big shot here. And Christopher Chidega gets his man. Gave him a chance there and dropped it. And this time round, takes the catch.
Trying to go big again, Conrad, but not big enough. This time Kidega settles himself well, and he takes the catch. Conrad Ruwamadea was trying to force the issue. He goes for 19. He'd been there with wickets falling around him. Not a bad effort from him. Eunice Sowobi comes back into the attack and immediately pays dividends by picking a wicket. .38 for 3.
Batsman taking his time to settle in. As Akasumagizi are trying to call onto the umpire. Big shout here. The umpire not interested.
Swing and a miss again. Obere. I don't know what his plan is, but I think his plan is to try and break his back because he's not making any connection. And I don't think he's going to hit Eunice, so will be like that. Oh, there's no one in cover. There's too much gap. Just need to make connection on the ball. There's too much space for him to try and score runs. That was an easy 2 runs, but I think Victor, realizing with Howard swinging, he would rather have strike.
Both of them have the master. Put the ball far away. Big shot here from Aroma Victor. Very good save there.
Vieira is still checking that fielding, but since Vieira, we shall say that's a save. Denied some runs there in Sega. They will feel hard done by that decision, but it's a game of two halves. They'll have their chance in the field. The final over coming up, 42 for 3 in Sega.
Ensega looking to go big in the last over. Let's see if they get that half century. 50 runs. They have the bowlers to do the magic. The skipper of the side, Christopher Chidega, comes back to bowl the last over of the first innings. You can see instructing his players to be on their toes, trying to guide them on where to be, the right areas. And here he comes to deliver. Just for a catch here. Dropped again.
Yeah, guilty and Segatudo putting out so many chances. Is it our man, Marvin?
The same man.
Same guy. But he was so unaware of that one. Came quickly to him. Swing and a miss. Hey, that guy will have a day to remember today in the field, eh? The ball has been chasing him around. Has had a date with the ball.
He should be saying, these guys don't like me. Big shot here from Aroma Victor. Just for a catch.
A big shot, Victor.
Therefore, I decided to go for a one bounce. He should have taken that.
But also getting confident now, trying to strike the ball. Good bowling there from the captain, Kidega. Perfect Yorker. Gets the wicket of Victor. Victor starting to grow into the game. 19 of 23. 46 for 3.
Good for Obere.
It's the wicket of Obere, not Victor. A good Yorker there from Kidega. Fit nowhere for Obere. Unfortunate here for Ensega is that the last two balls may not be faced by Victor, who's been in there for quite some time.
And the score is 46 after 9.4 overs for a loss of 4 wickets. A wide there from Christopher Chidega. New batsman Devansh.
.46 challenged Kalori in the morning. 46 looks like the pass score today. 70, your target, Marvin, looks very far for the teams. Of them looked like they were going to score 70. Healthy outside edge. We'll get Victor on strike, who will be facing
The
very hard. Be a chance for two. Very good fielding. Keep it to just 2 runs. That will be the end of the first innings. Ensega doing very well to get themselves to 49. Remember, in the first 2 overs, they had runs and lost 2 wickets. But I think Akasumagizi let them off the hook, allow them to pick up a few easy runs, and now they find themselves on 49 for 4 in their 10 overs. 50 is what will be required by Akasumagizi. The win of this game will meet Nandibanga. Look at the highlights from that first game. That's first wicket. The win of this particular playoff game will meet Nandibanga. We'll leave you with the highlights of the first innings as we come up with the second innings. Those are the partners for the Batball Open: Rocky Telecom, Live Work Rock, Uganda Cricket Association, and of course, an India Juris, a law firm in India. They've made sure that the cricket is possible this particular weekend, and going forward, it's the 4th edition of the Batball Open. After successful editions in Soroti, Gulu, Jinja, and now we are in Kampala. There is more to come. There is a Western version that is going to come. And we'd like to thank all the partners who made sure that this is very, very possible. Rocky Telecom, Uganda Cricket Association, India Juris have made sure that the cricket happens for the youngsters. We'll be back with the second innings as Akasumagizi look for 50 runs to make sure they get themselves in the final in the afternoon of the Batball Central Region edition. 50 runs is the requirement for Akasumagizi, everyone's favorite. How they are chasing the game to try and make sure they get themselves in the final in the afternoon. Too much information there in the field, a lot of changes. Our partners there for this particular event, Rocky Telecom, India Jurists, an international law firm, and Uganda Cricket Association.
The opening batsmen for Akasumagizi, we have Ochaya Jaffa and Kiza Gabriel.
Good combination there from Akasumagizi. They are going all out. They are going for Brock immediately.
There is no need to come soft in these limited over games. Put out your best batsmen and they go for a win.
Exactly. Let's see what Akasumagizi can do. They need 50 runs. That's 5 runs every over. Sounds very easy. Easier said than done. The hard work has to be done by Jaffa and Gabriel.
Munigwa Hamid, the only left-arm seamer in the tournament. Yesterday was bowling really good lines. Can he continue with a good form?
Also the captain of the team, so he has to lead from the front. I don't know if he's forgotten about his cape or he wants to bowl with it. Clearly he has forgotten about it. Pressure even before he bowls one ball. But again, I'm not a cricket coach, but I never like playing with defensive fields. They have already immediately spread the field. That's an easy single. With the kind of quality that Ochaya and Kiza Gabriel have, that's an easy single. But if you stay inside, they don't take those ones very, very easily. You need to put pressure on the batters. Don't make it very easy. That's how Ensega was able to get away from Akasumagizi. Because it's too very, very quickly. So it becomes very, very easy.
Munigwa Hamid starts here with a wide. Just like you say, Dennis, the field is so open for Kiza Gabriel and Jaffa Ochaya. That would have been a dot ball if he had the fielders up.
Thank you very much, Marvin. That ball, remember that Ensega in their innings, they didn't score any run in their first 2 balls. In their first 2 overs, that put some bit of pressure on them. Until the field was spread. So you need to, very few runs, you need to make sure you put the pressure on up front, and then you can start defending after 6 overs, because they are the run rate. If a team needs 10 runs every over, means they need to score at least a boundary in each and every over. Yeah. But now you're only defending 5 runs every over, so but those are the lessons the youngsters can take away from this, including their coaches, when they go back and prepare for the school's competitions.
Truly. So the score is at 6 after 3 balls for no loss. Munigwa Hamid, skip of the side, trying to work around his just wake a chair. Oh, dropped. It was a very big wicket if he had taken that. It was a very beautiful delivery there. Another dot ball there from Hamid Munigwa.
Oof. Wicket keeper not helping the team. Ball there from the captain. If you need 5 runs every over, and they've easily gotten 6 already. So Akasumagizi keeping with the red. Who's your money on, Marvin? Akasumagizi or Ensega?
For Akasumagizi, I'll be looking at Christopher Chidega. Yesterday really hit a couple of good runs for the side of a few deliveries and bowled well as well. So today he has to lead from the front if he really wants his team to play in the third playoffs, so they have a chance to play in the afternoon. That will be the final game. Beautiful bowling there from Conrad. Very hard shot there from Jaffa Ochaya.
Very strong shot. Nobody moved. Nobody gets hurt. Right in the slot from Conrad Luwama. I think the fielders were only trying to give him some comfort that they made an effort, but was struck very hard there by Jaffa. Again, looking very, very easy for Akasumagizi already. The bowling not challenging them enough. Conrad is not a bowler. I don't know why he's been given the ball.
This is a senior player of the side, is
influencing decisions
there.
The wrong kind of influence, because if they lose this one, they'll have to wait for another 2 games.
Yeah, sometimes the senior players have those bowling instincts when they believe they can break the partnership. Just for a catch here. Oh!
the catching today, butterfingers all over the place. Yeah, butterfingers all over the place. We saw Ensega put down a lot of opportunities. Third time Conrad creating something out of nothing. My goodness. The fielder just watched the ball sailing over his head. Totally misjudged the ball and ran past it. Catches win games, and so far Ensega doing nothing to help themselves win this particular match. There's a fielder in that Akasega team, the fielder in Akasumagizi, who had a torrid day in the field. Wow. He put down a couple of chances. The ball just kept following him around. Maybe he will have a better day with the bat. If I was the coach, I would send him to open, because it will be redemption time for him. End of the second over, 13 for no loss, Akasumagizi.
Akasumagizi need 38 runs from 8 overs here. They require 4.7 run rate per over. There's Kiza Gabriel and Jaffa Ochaya out there trying to take the team home. new bowler is on. Aroma Victor from St. John's Senior Secondary School. He's really pretty with the ball. Delivery is really good. Lines there. Can he do the magic for their side? Really needs to break a partnership right now. Because Jaffa Ochaya looks to have settled in already, having 9 runs off 10 balls. Here comes Victor. It's a wide. Well guided shot there from Jaffa Ochaya. They go for 2 runs.
Jaffa Ochaya and Kiza Gabriel have the ability to chase down this total for no loss. Very good bowling there from Victor. We saw him delivering some nasty blows at the back end of the innings. Swing and a miss for Ochaya Jaffa. Not so many runs in the game. 35 from 7.4 overs a requirement. Yeah, struck well by Jaffa. Misfield. The chase is on. Pick up 2 more runs. Jaffa the aggressor so far. Kiza Gabriel happy to keep him company.
Pushing the score to 18 after 2.2 overs for no loss. Just run out here. Missed that.
The throw from the keeper there didn't look like he wanted to run him out. I was just trying to impress the rest of his team that I tried.
I believe the coaches should tell the keepers to go the whole behind the whole run out thing. You should remove one glove off if you really want to effect a run out. The score is 19 after 2.5 overs for no loss. Beautiful delivery there from Victor Aroma to end the over. Putting that at 19 after 3 overs for no loss.
Batball Central Region Open edition. The partners for this one, Rocky Telecom, Live, Work and Rock. Make sure you have your rock band loaded to try and follow the cricket. Conrad Wama comes back into the attack. He went for a couple in his first over. Still bowling with the cap. I also don't know if he's forgotten about it or is trying to look like Hayley Matthews, and surely he had forgotten about it. Hands it over to the umpire now. Wouldn't have given Conrad another over. He didn't do so much to impress me, and you're chasing down a very small total. So what you need to do is just keep tossing the ball around the team to try and break the partnership. This guy is already 22 for no loss after just 4 overs.
And Jaffa is on 15 runs.
Exactly.
16 runs off 16 balls.
Now it seems like just a procession to the end.
It's just we catch here.
I don't know if they got in each other's way, but the chance was on. He's creating the chances, Conrad, undeniable. But his teammates conniving not to take them. Another chance put down. It's difficult to remember a catch that has been taken. I think more chances have been put down than those taken. Ensega not helping themselves.
Putting this away themselves.
Very true, Marvin.
Giving out so many runs.
Very, very easily putting down chances.
If they had taken those 2 chances given, Akasumagizi would be for 2 now. And that comes to the end of over number 5. Sorry, over number 4. And the score is 24 for no loss. Akasumagizi need 27 runs from 6 overs and require a run rate of 4.5 per over. Put Daniel, the new bowler, comes into attack. Studies from Legit Senior Secondary School.
Olupot serves up a pie, and it's put away by Jaffa immediately. Pressure on Olupot on the first ball. Very, very good skills there by Jaffa. Adjusts himself, and he hits that behind square leg for a boundary. Good skills here from Jaffa and Gabriel, understanding that Olupot may be the one to take on, try and score as many runs as possible off him. They've made sure that they are not blocking anything against him. They are playing aggressive shots against his bowling. check out the partners for the edition: Rocky Telecom, India Juris and International Law Firm, and Uganda Cricket Association. Those are the chances that have been put down today. Given a life. Very good shot there from Jaffa to get off the mark. The partners who've made this Batball edition possible. There's still a lot of cricket for the youngsters to enjoy themselves here from the Lakeside Oval. 2 more games today on the final day. This is the 3rd and 4th playoff. The winner of this particular match will meet Nandibanga, and from that particular game we'll get who gets into the final, where Kalori is already waiting. Kalori did their business very quickly in the morning. I think they are now somewhere on the beach as they wait for whoever can meet them in the final. Another pie. Very well played there with control by Kiza Gabriel. Chance for a run out, not taken. Starting to see the finishing line here. Kasimanga. I need to see this bird.
Chance for a catch here. Now just one there.
Chance for a catch, not interested. There, Conrad Rubama. If you're a senior player, show it. Run in very hard, put in a dive and take a catch. As a young boys, if you're under 19, this should be an easy chance. Even me, I could push my old bones if we're trying to get something out of this. Because now it's just 16 more runs. Make that 15 after that. Required for the win for Ensega. There from Jaffa, walks to that ball and hits it powerfully.
That
Should
would
have gotten more than
a
one.
Very big catch. Very nice catch. It was too hot for the fielder to handle.
Chayaga gives it away. 23 for him of 24 balls. Not very necessary when you need only 14 runs to win. Could have just kept knocking it around and gets up to until the end.
Wanted to go big.
Ball really tossed up very nicely.
It was tempting. Really nice catch taken Conrad.
Yeah, very good catch taken by Conrad Rwama. Kidega, the captain for Akasimanga, comes into bat. Very good bat as well, a good all-rounder. You feel that in this position right now, Akasimanga, the favorites, unless Ensega does something, comes up with some sort of miracle. I think Gabriel Ochaya has set them up very well for the win. And of course, with the new rules, it will be Kidega on strike. Just trickles over the rope. Kidega gets off the mark with the boundary. Now 10 more runs required for the win for Akasimanga. Akasumagizi. Look at the body language of Ensega. Already deflated. Short ball. And dispatched.
Another shot there.
Another short ball. We won't be here for a very long time, Marvin, I'll tell you.
Christopher Chidega looks up, take up the assignment to come and finish this. Is this over here? I believe Ensega gave away this game. From the first over, they opened up the field, making the big shot here from Chidega. Goes for 4 runs.
The interesting thing, Marvin, is that Victor has been put in the place where the previous boundary was hit. And if he had remained in that particular position, I think that catch was just going to come straight down his throat. And when the boundary was trickling over the rope, you'd saw him talking to his captain and telling him, Tolaba, because they just told him to move back to the other previous position. 3 runs to win already. The captain, Kidega, coming in there and scoring very quickly.
I believe this comes down to the coaches. Comes down to the coaches as...
No ball and a 6 wraps up things. And Ensega move themselves into the playoff final where they will meet Nandibanga
to book themselves a place in the finals. Then, as I was saying, this comes back to the coaches, the fielding positions. There are only 3 fielders down here.
I think lessons all round for everyone. Akasumagizi doing just enough to make sure they get themselves into that playoff final against Nandibanga later on. But a non-starter for no contest at all. Akasumagizi coming out here and being the aggressive team, making sure that they put Ensega to the sword. They win by 9 wickets, and they will be meeting Nandibanga in the playoff. Between those two sides, I'm going to think it's going to be an interesting encounter. One of them will be meeting Kaloli, who are already in the final, and they've had enough time to relax. We'll leave you the highlights of this particular game. 9-wicket win for Akasumagizi. Get themselves into the playoff. Look at the partners: Rocky Telecom, Live Work Rock, India Juris, an international law firm in India, and Uganda Association. Those are some of the highlights from this particular game. No contest at all. Ensega totally put to the sword.